back what belongs to us. This government is out of control, and our Constitution demands that we do something about it. Now, I'm not talking about slamming, raiding the gates or whatever. There's ways to take this thing back. We've talked about some of them on this podcast. There's different things that need to be changed back in our Constitution. Not really changed from, but the changes that were made need to be removed from our Constitution. The freedoms of this country need to be given back to the people. And this federal government needs to be shrunk back to where it belongs and dealing with the situations that it needs to deal with. You know, I did that little social experiment here a while back because I barred some of my stuff on the YouTube deal because of the little keywords that I was using, and I went through that whole podcast that next time, and I never used any of those words, just made mention of our attire and certain 3-letter agencies. And we basically talked about the same thing, and they did not omit one single thing from those podcasts. So what does that tell you? It tells you they're not even listening to what you're talking about. They're just looking at their algorithms with their keywords, and it's called censorship. They're just grabbing that stuff randomly, and they're just cutting it out. Well, you know what? Freedom of the press, freedom to speak, freedom to peaceably assemble. That means I also have the freedom to decide who I'm going to believe, what I'm going to believe, and what I'm going to take time to research. It's on me to educate myself, just like it is on you. It's not on some truth police out here trying to dictate what I can hear and what I can't hear. That is called mind control. That is called manipulation. And these deals that I was reading started in the 1900s. These people that were all wound up and all that were part of the media. They were part of the banking systems. They were part of the big trade people, the fellers, all of them, And it's still going on. It's going on stronger today, only they're a little bit shrewder about it. But people have got to start looking around and realizing what's going on. These gas prices, yeah, they're terrible. But we have the power in this country to control those gas prices, and I don't have a clue why we're not doing it. And it sure ain't got nothing to do with OPEC gouging us for prices. Now, granted, they're probably making a lot more than they need to be making. I'm not saying they're not. But what I am saying is we need to get back to being on our own. America first, separate from this world. This globalist ideology is not good for the United States of America. And it ain't ever going to be. Well, I guess that's probably enough of that ranting and raging, huh? I hope you gained some little insight out of this, but these little deals with the Marxism and these folks from back in the days that has written a lot of these books and things, like Mr. Tullius Cicero. He was one of the philosophers of ancient times. You get time, you read up on Mr. Cicero. He was a smart guy. He's got a lot of stuff that was our country's based on the theories and the philosophies of how we should be govern ourselves. Because the truth of the matter is, here in the United States, if our republic was doing what it was supposed to be doing, we govern ourselves, and we do. But we got to do it right, folks. If we don't, somebody's going to do it for us. What Caesar gives, Caesar can take away. So if we don't self-regulate, we become regulated. But just know that it ain't the greedy capitalists. There's somebody trying to keep our system from working like it's supposed to, and they're putting roadblocks in all kinds of places. They're trying to hike prices up. They're trying to get things, trying to break the back of the camel. And I'm afraid they're about to get her done if we don't wake up, folks. We got to get this country moving back in the right direction and get this government out of its place. They're not the all-powerful, all-seeing God that they want to be. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this. Until I see you again on the pod, have a wonderful day.